Okay. All right. So, hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I'm going to start with today. And today is Sunday, the 19th of December. And I don't have too much to kind of share out tonight. It's going to be like a short process. Um, yeah, only because if I will say the instructions that I want to make sure I follow is just be your real self. I don't have much today other than to say God truly spoken to my life again today. Let me move this camera back some. And when you think like on that of him just speaking into our lives, but why try to draw anything else out of it? I love my uniqueness with him and how he gets my attention, how he like basically grabs me into him, and I love it because I want that cuddle. I want that to pull me in because I got my arms open for the hug. Like, come on and just grab me in, Lord. So things have been really like shifting something fierce in my life, and I'm trying to like, okay, God, do you want me to do it like this? Do you want me to move and go to this area? And I will honestly say that he has me at a standstill right now. But he's moving. And I just trust that everything is working out. So right now, I think I'm going to just do what he says and get more of him. Like, just don't stop being more in him. And I'm looking, because of course, I was crying today. Man, I love that true thing of just showing, that I can be myself now. It's an amazing thing. From who would have knew that like I'm getting down to the bottom that of my real personality. Excuse me. I mean I have a real one now, my own, not trying to pull from someone else's, or if someone else say I should be this way. I pull from what God tells me and who He says I am. And I love me. That's an amazing thing. I don't have to go off of what anyone else say. So I've been all colorful and festive for the it's the season to be jolly. And it's also one of my favorite holidays because it was my mother's. It was her favorite holiday. It's when like family and everyone can get together and fellowship and just be in love. And it's not about the financial side of it. I think sometimes we may get lost in the fact that it has to be like the new hotness, but I want to say I am the new hotness. Like, I have just new vision, new love, new just instructions, new trust. I am a new me. And the hotness is, thank God that he burnt a lot of things up off of me to keep me, in him, to let me know that he is the one. So he's removing things off of me that do not need to be with me, that do not need to go on the assignment of what he has in me. So I am happy for the new hotness. Just the new, like, man, God, you are breaking some things. And I'm really, I stand in awe. Put it like that. So if I could tell you, just be happy with where God brought you from. Like, don't get focused, because I know sometimes we get focused on um we get focused on the things that we want, the things that we want to do, where we want to go. And I'm just right now, I had to apologize to God. Like, you know what, God? I know that you are doing a lot of things, but I don't even know how it didn't come to me to thank you for what you have already done. I say thank you a lot, and I know I thank you for what you are doing, but I've never really thanked you for what you have already done. Not a true I thank you for what you have already done. For my past has truly gotten me to the now, and the now for what you're going to do. But God, I thank you for just the past, and everything you have done. There is no big, there is no small. It's just all of it. All of what you have done for me. Isn't it a good thing to just say thank you to him? And that, like we had our elder say it today, that, you know, don't, some things people would like to hold against us, but you gotta get out of the mindset of it for ourselves. So doesn't it feel good to just say thank you, Lord, that you broke me free, that you changed my life, that you are here with me, that you still love me, that you see use of me, that you want to use me, that you care so much for me, that you never left me. It's a wonderful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Like, yeah, today was nothing but his beauty. He just was showing it from the very beginning, from the morning. And things were going a little bit hectic this morning. Because, I was trying to get my daughter, my youngest daughter, to come out to church with me this morning. And we had like a agreement yesterday that she would kind of come. And, you know, woke up this morning, and she's, to be honest with you, not used to getting up because she will work on Sundays. But now she's not working on Sundays. I've been just like, okay, God, how I'm going to do this? And, the appropriate time came up, me just saying, okay, God, now I'm going to give it to you. I gave them to you, so I'm going to give you this situation that you do it. And she came to church this morning, but when I tell you, God, I thank him so much for discernment, because he lets me see. Now you see, you're doing this, something is going to come up. Something is going to try to get you off. But I need you to, no matter what, push. And I had to. Little bit of snipping and everything with my daughter. But I just could not, because I'm used to being in church at a certain time. But no matter what, I could not leave. And when I tell you, it was like, okay, you're going to be a little bit late. You're going to be late. We weren't late. We were actually fine on time, to the point my daughter came downstairs and went outside to the car where they were actually waiting on me, because I didn't even see her come down. And no matter what, when I tell you, we just pushed through and we got there, and it was a beyond beautiful blessing for him to just come in and have his way in it all. So I just say thank you to him for that. I did that right there. God, if I can't do anything else, I just get my children into you. You keep them with you. I know they're in the best care. There's no anything else that's going to be, you know, in their way, because you have them better than even I. And I'm okay to admit that. My children are in the best care. He treats them better than I treat them. And that's how it should be. That's an amazing, wonderful thing for me. So I say to him, thank you all today. I thank him for me having a voice. I thank him so much for him doing whatever he's doing. I thank him for everything he's already done. I ask him to continue being him. Don't change. Don't change. Man, I thank him for, if I could write a list, it would probably go on and on and on. I thank him so much for him just telling me to continue being me and to trust me with who I am, and trust him for who he is, and for him moving, and that he's going to handle everything. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Today was a beautiful one day at a time, one moment at a time day. Because we're we sometimes may not even pay any attention is to the fact of, Lord, I thank you so much for what you have done. What you have done is already done. It didn't already happen for me. So, God, let me thank you for what you have done. I don't want to lose sight of what you have done with the doing. Because if He has done this once, and He has done this, and let me see, because I had said to you guys, probably one day this week, I can't remember, but look what done did. Look what done did. And to be honest with you, I was going about it a different way. Until God opened up my eyes for me to see it. Jesus, thank you. For me to see it how He needed it to be said. Because I was having it a whole thing with people telling me they done with me. Oh, they done with me. When God was like, look what done did. Look what done did. Look what I have done for you did and got you to this moment. I gotta not worry about the done from people. I thank God for His done. And then how about this, at the same time, He's not done at all. He continues work. He's continually moving. He's continually going. That He didn't forgave me, and just gave me love and grace. That He's changing me and equipping me with knowledge and strength. That He is moving me, that I have where I can walk, I can talk, I can see, I can hear things that basically the doctors and everything told me at one point I may not even I had to learn how to do this stuff again. And before I lose sight of any of it, I I I, I have to thank Him for that. I have to thank Him, because we get caught up on, well, you have already done that, Lord Jesus, and move on to the next one. I'm like, I've never really fully gave Him full, gratification. Yeah, that's yeah. I can't even get caught up on that word. I'm just going to say, God, I'm grateful for you, for what you have already done. I thank you that look what your done has did. What your done has got me truly to a moment of, Lord, I thank you that you truly do prepare a table for me, because I want to eat. I'm ready to fully sit at your table and eat more of you. I when I was in school as a kid, believe it or not, love science in ways. My very best subject that I thrived in and loved was history. And if history for God is the done, it did already happen. It cannot be changed. It cannot be altered. That it's the history of Him. So if it's already been done through me, if I go back even more to generations before me, people even outside of my bloodline, because God is just always the same, and He's awesome for all of us. It doesn't matter if it connected with someone in our bloodline, but it just matter because it's His line that gets us. It's the blood of Jesus Christ that gets us. So it is all of our bloodline at the same time. And look what done did. Jesus. You can't tell me that God isn't real. You can't tell me that He doesn't have our best in mind. Intentions and intentional prayer is what we need to do, what we need to stay in. His word, His trust, the belief of Him. That's history. He hasn't failed. I haven't read in His word where He said, "Oh, I dropped the ball, but I picked it back up." No. His word is consistent, it's true, and it's a vital thing for us to have in our lives. I am so grateful for Him, and I truly do thank Him for Himself, and more importantly, I thank Him for like just being a saving God, a saving Father. Just we have to just stay in Him. Isn't it funny that all it did was it took for us to really see His truth. And I want to say it's not about getting caught up with the finances or any of that stuff. If I look at it, I, I'm I am grateful because that I see now has already been taken care of. He's already been doing that. He's already done that. Which leads me into like where He is taking me, and just how who go I'm just going to stay in His trust. I'm going to stay in His trust. I don't want to get distracted by anything. I want to rely and only on Him, rely in Him and on Him. I don't know another way that's going to be beneficial, because if my trust and my savings and my grace and my beauty and everything is in Him, I don't want to go to anyone else. No one will be able to take care of me. It will require me having to teach someone who I am when He knows more of me than I do. So I'll just stay with the one who knows me, the one who knows best. Sorry. sorry, y'all. I had to sneeze. My sneeze is weird because they're like coughs, but they're sneezes. So I thank him so much for just everything he's doing. I'm so grateful for the calmness of him, the moving of him. And thank him for just everything. It's it's an amazing, wonderful thing. And I'm not going to sit here and try to keep up, like, and be something that doesn't need to be. I truly believe I got my everything out except for one more thing. So, confirmation that Lord has been something, because literally we're the third week in, basically, to December. The same time last year when God spoke to me about confirmation was the same thing he just did today. So I thank him so much for it. Isn't it funny how when he speaks something into us, it's a continuous thing. It's not just a once and that's it. It's, I'm going to continue doing this. And he's been showing me confirmation all throughout this year. What an amazing God he is. And for it to come up literally again, same time as last year. Now I have a more beyond trust because he done showed his history of it for just me in my life. If I just go off of me in my life, he showed up and did some changes that only he could do throughout just this 1 year period. So you mean to tell me I'm not going to trust him? I'm going to waver? No. And I thank you now, Lord, just for you just showing me and teaching me it now. He showed how true he was to me and for me and in me. So I thank him so much for it. I've been just taking deep breaths of him all today. And just let him know I love you. You're so good. I trust you. You're so good. I love you guys. I thank you guys for just being who you are. I thank you so much for you just being a part of this journal process with me. I hope you guys are doing yours and charting just you have a history now of your growth in God and your trust in him and your faith walk. And it's just going to be, I'm doing a 2021 closeout glory thing. That this is all glory, God's glory. And I'm going more into the in-depth glory of him in 2022. I didn't already put it out there in the atmosphere for him, God, for you to take more of me and show me more of you. I'm done with courting. I'm done with the full-fledged relationship with God. It's time for me to get real and be his bride and be married to him. Be married to his word. To submit to him and his truth. Because he really is Jesus, thank you. He really is the one I desire for. So I thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful evening. Bask in just all of Him. And I hope He comes to you tonight and just cuddle and whisper things into your ear of how true you are for Him and how He loves you and how He has you and how He's going to take you through a year of Him, a year of how He has transformed you because He needs you. And then don't worry about what He's going to do. He already has it done. Just let Him talk to you about just how good He's been in your life. Let Him talk about how good He's been in your life. Don't worry about, anything going forth. Just focus on the truth of what He has done. Because if He did it before, He's going to blow your mind beyond for what He's doing now and what He's going to be doing going forth. So I love you. Have a good evening. Bye now.